Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to make this super cool beanie I'm currently wearing right now. This beanie has to be one of the coolest beanies I've ever seen. Credits to Dana Croft, I think that's how you say her name, Dana Croft? Dana? I don't know. I'm going to just put her right here, but credits to her because she, oh my gosh, I literally saw the beanie that she made and I was like, I got to make that. So not only did I make the beanie, but I'm making a tutorial for the beanie as well. This beanie honestly does not take long, like at all. I'd say like 2 hours at most. Like, it's a super simple, easy project, and it's beginner friendly as well. You're also gonna need a hot glue gun to glue on this acrylic I've got going on here, which I'll show you how to do. But yeah, with that being said, let's get on to the video. So for the materials, you're gonna need a hot glue gun. We're using this hot glue gun to stick the angry expression onto the beanie, and then we've got some cotton swabs. This is what we use to kind of form that angry little thingy. Let me actually show you my other beanie. Yeah, you see these thingies right here? These are cotton swabs that I've got. A stitch marker, especially if you're a beginner, I highly recommend you use a stitch marker. And then we've got scissors, and then we've got a tapestry needle. This is the yarn I'm going to be using. They're both weight for acrylic yarn. You can use any yarn you want. This is just the yarn I decided to use for this project. So I'm going to start off with a magic ring. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically, you're going to take your working yarn like this, right? You're going to grab it. You're going to kind of pinch it. You see what I did right there? You're going to hold it, and then you're going to wrap it around your finger, and you're going to form an X at the top, and then you're going to hold on it with your pinky. Then you're going to get your hook. You're going to go under the first, over the second, and you're going to grab this and then twist it up like that. And then you're going to get this yarn right here. You're going to grab it, and you're just going to make a chain. Okay, and that's how I make a magic ring. So I'm going to start off by chaining an additional chain. So now we have 2 chains, and then in this loop right here I'm going to be working 10 double crochets. This chain 2 does not count as our first one. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into the ring, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2, and that's our first double crochet. If you're a beginner, I'd go ahead and mark it with our stitch marker. I'm going to show you how to do that if you're a beginner. So this is our chain 2 right here, and then this is our very first stitch, so we're just going to mark that. And then we're going to do 9 more double crochets in this loop. So we're going to go in, that's 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. So we're going to count the stitches at top. So we've got our first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. So we have 10 double crochets in the ring like we intended. So now we're going to go ahead and close the ring. In order to do that, I'm just going to take my yarn, the tail right here, and we're just going to kind of close it just slightly like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slip stitch to our very first double crochet that we made. So I'm going to go ahead and take my stitch marker out and slip stitch in there. So we insert our hook, we're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over and pull through the other loop on our hook. Once we made our slip stitch, I'm going to go ahead and fully close the circle. So it looks like that. And that is the end of round 1. To begin round 2, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 2, and we're going to be working increases. So we're going to yarn over. In this same stitch, we are going to be working 2 double crochets. So I'm going to go in there and work our first double crochet, and I'm going to go ahead and mark it with a stitch marker. And then we're going to do another double crochet in this stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, go in this stitch, and work a double crochet. Okay, so I've just worked 2 double crochet in the 1 stitch. Now I'm going to go to the next stitch and work another 2 double crochets in that 1 stitch. Okay, then we're going to go to the next stitch and do the same. Next stitch right here and do the same. And you're just going to keep doing that. So in each stitch all the way around, just work 2 double crochets until you've reached the first stitch that you made. Okay, so I've worked all the way around and I have 20 stitches total, which is what you need, because each time you add a new round, you add 10 additional stitches. So this first round we did is 10 stitches. The second round is 20, meaning that our continuous rounds would be 30, then 40, then 50, and so on. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my stitch marker out, and I'm going to slip stitch to that stitch we had our stitch marker in. So I'm going to yarn over and pull through both loops of my hook. and then we're going to go ahead and start on round 3. So we're going to chain 2, then we're going to yarn over, and in this same stitch we're going to be working 1 double crochet. Okay, now once we've worked 1 double crochet, in our next stitch we're going to be working an increase. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, and I'm going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So that's 1 and that's 2. Okay, now we're just going to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to work 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 2 double crochets in one stitch is basically what you would call an increase. Okay, so we're going to go to our next stitch and work 1 double crochet, and then we'll go to our next one and work an increase, which is 2 double crochets in one stitch. And that's what we're going to keep doing all the way around. So just keep working 1 double crochet and then an increase, 1 double crochet and then an increase, and so on until you've made it back to the start. I also forgot to mark my additional stitch, but I just chained 2 right here, so your stitch marker should have gone right in here. Okay, so just keep working all the way around and I'll meet you once we get back to the start. We've made it back to the start, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this out and we're going to slip stitch to our first double crochet we've made. Just like that. So to start round 4, I'm going to go ahead and chain 2, and this time we're going to be working 2 double crochets in the next 2 stitches and then an increase. So I'm going to yarn over, go into this first stitch, and we're just going to do a regular double crochet. We're going to go to our next stitch and just work a regular double crochet, and then in our next stitch we're working an increase. Okay, then we're going to go into our next 2 stitches just working 1 double crochet, and then we're going to go into our next stitch and we're going to work an increase, so that's 2 double crochets in one stitch. And that's the pattern for round 4. We're basically just working 2 double crochets within the next 2 stitches, so 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then we're going to go to our next stitch and work an increase. Alright, now that we've made it back to the start, I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into that very first double crochet. And now we're ready to start round 5. So to start round 5, we're just going to chain 2, and we're going to be working a double crochet in the first stitch, a regular double crochet in the second stitch, we're going to work another regular double crochet in the third stitch, and in that 4th stitch we're going to then work our increase, which is 2 double crochets in one stitch. Okay, so we're going to go to our next 3 stitches and just work 1 double crochet in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then in our 4th stitch right here we're going to work an increase, which is just 2 double crochets in one stitch. So we're just going to keep doing that sequence, 1, 2, 3, and our next an increase, and so on. So we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. Like I said, make sure you're counting your stitches so you don't do any additional stitches. But since we're on round 5 right now, you should have 50 stitches total by the time you finish working around the whole thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slip stitch the very first double crochet we worked. Alright, so to start our next round, round 6, we're going to go ahead and start off by chaining 2 like that. And we're going to be working a 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So I'm going to yarn over, go into this first stitch with a double crochet, go into our second stitch and work our second double crochet, go into our third stitch and work a double crochet, our 4th stitch and work a double crochet, and in that 5th stitch right here we're going to be working an increase. So I'm going to go in and work our increase. Okay, then we're going to do that again over the next 4 stitches, just put 1 double crochet, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in our 5th stitch work an increase. Like so. So that's basically what we're going to be doing all the way around. So basically you're going to do 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are only going to get 1 double crochet, and in that 5th stitch you're going to go ahead and work an increase, which is just 2 double crochet in 1 stitch. So just keep doing that all the way around and I'll meet you at the end. Alright, so I made it to the end, so I'm going to go into the first double crochet and work a slip stitch in there. Alright, so at this point I'm going to stop increasing. So I've gone ahead and I've done 6 rounds total, and if I actually measure this right now, it comes to about 6.5 inches, which fits my head perfectly. However, if you have a larger head, just keep increasing and following the same pattern. So in each round, you end up getting 10 more stitches. So this first one was 10, then this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So if you keep adding more rows, you would just add an additional 10. There should be an additional 10 stitches. So since this one's 60, the next one would be 70, and so on. So you know how we did 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, 4, and then I'll increase. For the next round you would do 5 regular double crochets and increase, and so on. I hope that made sense. I really hope that made sense. But I'll put a little chart, a size guide, so you know what to do if you have a larger head. But yeah, let's continue with this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chain 2. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be working 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So we're not doing any increases. So I'm going to go into our first stitch by working 1 double crochet. Go into our next stitch and work 1 double crochet. Our next stitch and work 1 double crochet. And by the way, no increases. I already said that, but I'm just going to say it again just to kind of reinforce what I just said. So you're going to just go around the entire thingy doing no increases whatsoever. And by doing this, you start to build the actual hat. So just keep doing 1 double crochet in each stitch. I'm going to be doing this from round 7 up until round 15. So I'm going to keep doing this, and the more you do this, the more your hat will actually start to be a hat. So right now it doesn't really look like a hat, but by row 15 your hat should look like a hat. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing that and I'll meet you at row 15. Okay, so now that I've worked all the way around for 15 rounds, I'm going to go ahead and obviously we've just worked our very last stitch. So I'm going to go into our first double crochet with a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to snip off my yarn. There we go. So we've basically completed the base hat. So now we're going to go ahead and add that little red thingy onto our beanie. But real quick, we're going to go ahead and sew in the loose ends, and I'm going to show you how to sew in the loose ends if you don't know how to do that. So basically you're just going to put your yarn inside your needle like that, and then you want to go underneath the stitches, okay? So I'm going to kind of go, it really is super random, so I think I'm just going to like go right here. I'm going under the stitches, by the way. See what I did right there? And I'm going to pull through. And then I'm going to trail on this side, and I'm just basically going through the top stitches. We'll go again and pull through these. And that's basically how you sew in your loose ends. So now I'm just going to go ahead and snip off the yarn. And then you want to go ahead and sew in this other loose end that is in the center. So I'm going to do that and then I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so here's how the beanie is currently looking right now. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add that little red angry expression onto the beanie. So I'm actually going to change my setup a little bit because I can't bring my hot glue gun onto my bed. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to do it, so let's go. Alright guys, so I showed you how to do like the first 3, but my hand was literally out of the frame. So I'm going to show you how to do it again. By the way, it's also gloomy in my room. It just got gloomy out of nowhere. So I'm sorry for the weird lighting switch. But I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically, you're going to take your stick and you're just going to place some glue on it. And then you're going to get your yarn and you're going to place your yarn onto the glue. Alright, so I'm going to take my hot glue gun, I'm going to place some glue on the stick, and then I'm going to be wrapping my yarn around the stick where I just placed the glue. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some more glue. Now, I'm not really the best at doing this, but still gonna show you how to do it regardless of that fact. Alright, get some more glue. And then wrap this around. I think I put too much glue on that stick. Whoopsie daisy. You guys, try not to add too much glue on the stick, otherwise you're gonna get something that looks like this. This is completely accidental, but we're gonna go around it one more time just to kind of cover this up. So you wanna get the glue, kind of spread it out like that. And then we're gonna start wrapping it around. Alright, so once the stick has been wrapped, then you can just go ahead and bend it like that, and go ahead and do that for the rest of them, which I already did, and then we'll be ready to stick these onto the beanie. Guys, I think I accidentally deleted the footage of me gluing the little red thingies onto the beanies, so I apologize, but basically you just want to arrange it on your beanie and then just stick it on with a hot glue gun, and yeah, that's basically it. Alright, and that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoy your new angry beanie. It looks so freaking cute. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So now I've got a black one and I've also got a white one as well. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you can stay updated every time I post a new video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!